Despite the pre-fight hype and the promising start, Frank Martin was unable to deliver the upset many were hoping for against Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Rumors have surfaced suggesting that Martin didn't take his first career loss well, especially after being interviewed just minutes after the fight. Davis, undefeated and the WBA lightweight world champion, had not fought in 14 months but still proved himself as one of boxing's premier knockout artists. He knocked Martin out in the 8th round, improving his record to 30-0, with 28 knockouts. The fight ended when Davis landed a devastating uppercut, leaving Martin defenseless for a final left hook that sent him to the canvas. Despite the long layoff, Davis was sharp as ever, even though Martin appeared to control the early rounds. Martin had a strong beginning, managing to stay out of Davis's range and winning most exchanges for the first 3 rounds. Davis even acknowledged Martin by walking out to the Ghostbusters theme song, a nod to Martin's nickname, the Ghost. However, as the fight went on, the momentum began to shift. By the 4th and 5th rounds, Davis started to connect with more punches, and by the 7th round, his victory began to seem inevitable. Davis's strategy was simple but effective. He allowed Martin to tire himself out while he waited patiently for his opportunity. As Martin slowed down, Davis capitalized, picking him apart with precise, powerful punches. Martin later admitted that his loss of momentum came from becoming too comfortable, a mistake that proved costly as he spent much of the later rounds backing away and staying on the ropes, looking for a knockout punch that never materialized. In the 8th round, Martin's strategy of backing into the corner allowed Davis to trap him and land a crushing uppercut. Martin was stunned, and Davis followed up with a left hook that hit Martin squarely, sending him to the canvas. As Martin lay on the floor, the referee counted to 10 with ease, and the fight was over. For Martin, this marked his first career loss, and it came at the hands of one of the best fighters in the world. Before this fight, both Martin and Davis had been undefeated, but Martin knew going into this match that it would be personal. There had been stories about a previous sparring session where Martin had allegedly beaten Davis so badly that a brawl broke out, forcing Floyd Mayweather to intervene. Martin had a lot on the line in this fight, and post-fight interviews didn't do much to ease the sting of his loss. He was bombarded with questions and even shown the knockout replay on a big screen. At the time, Martin appeared to take it like a champ, but sources later said he felt very down after the fight. Martin, who had his first title shot and failed, reportedly felt like there was nothing left for him in the sport. Many boxers never even get one shot at a title, let alone 2, and Martin was left wondering if he would get another chance. Although his only loss came against arguably the best fighter in the world, boxing is a tough business, and a single loss can set a fighter back significantly. Martin could end up fighting on undercards against lesser-known opponents just to stay active, but it would take a lot to get back into title contention. On the other hand, Ryan Garcia, who also lost his undefeated record to Gervonta Davis, has managed to stay in the spotlight. After defeating Devin Haney and tarnishing Haney's unbeaten record, Garcia has remained relevant. He even attended the Davis-Martin fight at the MGM Grand, wearing a bold shirt that said "Rematch me." Garcia has been calling for a rematch with Davis since their first fight, which was one of the top-selling pay-per-view events of the year. His shirt sent a clear message that he's not done with Davis yet. Fans have been eagerly awaiting a rematch, but making it happen won't be easy. Garcia is currently serving a suspension for using performance-enhancing drugs, and Davis is known for being unpredictable in terms of his fight choices. Despite these obstacles, the demand for a rematch is high, especially at 140 pounds. Garcia's appearance at the fight was more than just support. It was a strategic move to put public pressure on Davis by making his intentions clear. On the back of his shirt, Garcia had printed "No One Tank Fan," a playful dig that reinforced his challenge to Davis. In an interview, Davis responded to Garcia's shirt by saying, "He's crazy. Talk about a rematch, saying he wants to fight me again. I'll kick his ass again." However, wherever Garcia goes, drama seems to follow. Tensions in the boxing world reached a boiling point when Caleb Plant and Garcia got into a heated altercation after Davis's victory over Martin. Plant, angry about comments Garcia made about his wife on social media, confronted Garcia at the MGM Grand. The incident escalated quickly, with Plant throwing a drink at Garcia, sparking a chaotic brawl that overshadowed much of the post-fight analysis. This wasn't the first time Garcia had made headlines for controversial behavior, but it added more fuel to his already intense rivalry with Plant. Plant had warned Garcia about the consequences of disrespecting his family, and the tension had been simmering for weeks both online and offline. The brawl was the culmination of their escalating hostility. Garcia's career has been filled with ups and downs, including overcoming personal challenges and dealing with the fallout from a doping scandal. Yet he remains in the spotlight, still aiming for big fights and staying relevant in the boxing world. The rivalry with Plant adds another layer of drama, and fans are eager to see what happens next. As for Martin, while his future is uncertain, many believe there is still hope for him. If Ryan Garcia could bounce back from a loss to Davis and continue to build his career, Martin may be able to do the same. Devin Haney, another top contender, is also in a similar position, taking time off after his loss to Garcia. With the right strategy and determination, Martin could make his way back into the spotlight. Boxing is full of stories of fighters who came back stronger after a defeat, and Martin could very well be one of them. Frank Martin's journey in boxing is far from over. While his loss to Gervonta Davis may have been a significant setback, many fighters have rebounded from such defeats to achieve greatness. Boxing history is full of underdogs who defied the odds and came back stronger after a loss. With his talent, work ethic, and experience, Martin has the tools to rebuild his career and rise back to the top. The path to redemption may not be easy, but it's certainly possible. If Martin can refocus, learn from his mistakes, and make the necessary adjustments, there's no reason why he couldn't find himself in the ring for another title shot. The boxing world is always evolving, and opportunities can arise when least expected. For Frank Martin, this is just the beginning of a new chapter in his career. With perseverance and determination, he can carve out a path to success, just as others like Ryan Garcia have done after facing their own challenges. Fans will no doubt be watching closely, hoping to see the ghost rise again and prove that one loss doesn't define a fighter's legacy. The future holds countless possibilities, and with the right mindset, Frank Martin could still become a dominant force in the sport. What do you think? Can Frank Martin recover from this loss and get another shot at a title? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates. As Frank Martin reflects on his first career loss, it's crucial to understand the depth of his setback and the steps required to move forward. Each defeat presents an opportunity for growth and reinvention. Martin's corner and team will need to analyze his fight against Gervonta Davis meticulously, addressing any technical and strategic flaws that contributed to his defeat. By working closely with experienced trainers and adopting a rigorous training regimen, Martin can rebuild his skills and mental resilience. The road to redemption may involve stepping back into the ring against formidable yet manageable opponents to regain confidence and sharpen his abilities. This period of recalibration will be essential in positioning himself for future high-stakes fights. Meanwhile, the boxing landscape remains dynamic, with emerging talents and potential matchups continually shaping the scene. As Martin prepares for his comeback, he will also need to navigate the evolving competition, including fighters like Devin Haney and the potential return bout against Ryan Garcia. The success of these fighters and their matchups will indirectly influence Martin's career trajectory. Staying active, continuously improving, and strategically choosing his bouts will be pivotal for Martin to reassert himself as a top contender. The boxing community will closely follow his progress, eager to see how he adapts and overcomes this challenge. In summary, while Frank Martin's defeat to Gervonta Davis marked a significant moment in his career, it also opens a new chapter filled with potential for growth and redemption. Boxing is a sport known for its dramatic turnarounds, and with the right mindset and support, Martin can leverage his experience to come back stronger. The journey ahead will demand dedication and resilience, but the stories of many great fighters overcoming similar setbacks offer hope and inspiration. As fans, we will be watching eagerly to see how Martin's career unfolds and whether he can rise to the challenge and reclaim his place among the elite fighters.